And we're back with part two, guys, where here we've got Emmanuel sharing his strategy on a very, very, very simple manner. I must say, I really understood it, really understand how he identified his zones, his entry requirements, and his breakdown. So I'll ask him a few questions. He breaks down two trades for us as we do in these part two of the interviews. And hope you guys learn and earn and get ready for your funded learning. All right, so what are we looking at here with these two trades that you're going to show us, Emmanuel?
Yeah, okay. So this was a trade back in 27th July
Mm-hmm.
2023.
Yep.
I saw Euro started this
Mm-hmm.
downtrend,
Yep.
and this is a 12-hour balanced price range. This means here is a fair value gap and here's a fair value gap, but I don't go to the 12-hour chart now because then I'm back where EU is today.
Yep.
I stay in the 50-minute chart.
Yep.
So I saw that we took Mondays. This is the high of Monday. We took it here.
Mm-hmm.
And when you see it, we talked before about the trend lines. This is for me liquidity, okay?
Yeah.
So the news prediction was also good for dollar. So I saw it when it took the high of Monday here,
Yep.
and we also came into the balanced price range.
Yep.
So I went into the 3-minute chart, but this is
Mm-hmm.
now 15-minute.
Yeah, that's fine.
And where you see this one, there happened a major structure shift. This
Yep.
means the structure is broken to the downside, and I entered here with a 3-minute fair value gap.
Yep.
And yes, stop loss was here. Pretty
Above the
simple
price.
trade
Yep.
for I think it was around the 4-hour trade or something.
Wow.
Yeah, until here or something. Yes.
Very quick. So, quick one. How do you? Obviously you've identified that from the 12-hour. Then do you set an alert? So when price is coming back in, then you're alerted. How did you? How was you at that screen at that time, or are you day trading? What's your? How are you there at that time? If you know what I mean.
It was what time was it? It was 6. Okay, it was the time when I was at home when I
Hmm.
quit my job, and I just sat in front of my computer and I really watched price all day.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, I saw the setup. I waited for it because I knew that there are news coming.
Yep.
And when news are, I always am at my computer when it's possible
Yep.
because I know there are moves that can happen, and I predict news moves mostly with 70 to 80% accuracy.
Nice.
Yeah, I can mostly say where price is gonna go when news hit.
Okay. So
And
then how are
yeah,
you entering? Are you entering based on just because obviously I can see your entry, but
yeah,
are you entering on a sell stop? So as soon as it breaks that, you're entering in, or are you manually entering, or are you waiting for the
manually,
manually?
manually mostly. It broke this down and came in went into the 3-minute chart, and it
Yep.
came back into a 3-minute fair value gap. It is something like this, but just on the 3-minute chart. It
So
came back in, and I entered, and yes,
I see, and then stop loss
really,
above.
yes,
Okay, so if I repeat this to you and then you let me know if this makes sense. So firstly, obviously we started on the higher time frame. Most people love to top down, and then you've identified this liquidity zone or this entry zone or your just a price where you want to pay attention to. So if it comes
yeah,
back to here, I want to potentially get a trade if I can get a confirmation. Now then you were at home at that time and place, because obviously you don't no longer have a full-time job. So you were just watching the market and you like watching the markets all day, and
yeah, I
then
love it.
prices price is trading within this range that you've identified. So from there, which just slightly pre-news, we've got the right market structure and liquidity that's gone through. The major confirmation is that we've actually now confirmed and broken that support that you've drawn there, that 11267. And on the
Yeah,
3-minute chart, it ended up pulling back into that fair value gap, or that boxing section there. And
yeah,
then you manually entered from there. And then from that, you've got a stop loss, which is, to be honest, I think is very clearly identifiable, which is a stop loss above the previous high, stop
yeah,
loss above the zone, and then you've got a risk to reward of 1 to 4.
yeah.
Um, Is that a good explanation of that?
Yeah, that was a
And
really good explanation. Yes, yes, yes.
and then on your take profit, how have you identified your take profit? Like, are you looking for a mechanical 4R every time, or was
No,
this
no.
a price? Tell me. Oh, I see. Okay.
Mm, yeah, mostly I go for 1 to 2 or 1 to 3.
Yep.
But just so okay, the setup would allow that. I took partials here, okay, and
Beautiful.
partials here, but I always take partials. So this was my final take profit.
Gotcha.
Yeah, this was the from this week was it the high
Yeah.
and this was the low. Yeah,
Okay.
and this was
Yeah.
my target. Yes.
That's really good because then the fact that you're taking partials is one of the biggest things I teach in trading. Like you have to secure profit because if you don't secure profit, that trade can easily turn back on you and then you lose out on
Yeah,
so
and
much.
yeah, taking partials has a 100% win rate because
Yes.
partials can nobody can take away from you.
Profit is profit and it's money is money and it's yours.
Yeah,
That's beautiful. Do you have another trade that you could show us by
yeah,
chance?
another trade. Yes, yes, yes.
So I hope you guys are enjoying the interview so far and learning and earning with his strategy really nice, simplistically broken down. So don't forget to check the link out in the description below for 50% off of our trading challenges and also promos, massive promos like match your challenge promo. That's right, we did one where whatever you bought, we matched. Crazy. My Funded FX are doing some great stuff. So link in the description and let's get back to the video.
You see here this big range we had.
Yeah. Yes.
We had this big range with a fair value gap here as a big imbalance. Some people call it imbalance, some take it fair value gap.
Yep.
Doesn't matter. So when this range, mostly people trade breakouts. Okay.
Yep.
So there are traders that trade breakouts, and there are lots of orders here, stop losses and buy stops and stuff.
Hmm.
So the market took this liquidity and came strongly back, okay, with a
Beautiful.
perfect V-shaped recovery.
Hmm.
So then I went into the 50-minute time frame, like I am
Hmm.
currently.
Yep.
Price came down, and you
Hmm.
see this again, like in the
Yep.
last trade. We have beautiful liquidity here.
Yep.
Then we have the low of this range, what was
Yep.
my the profit level.
Yep. Lovely.
Market came back into this balanced price range or only fair value gap. I mostly trade balanced price ranges because they have more accuracy for me.
Hmm.
It came back, 25 pip stop loss around 3R.
Hmm.
Yes,
And
clean
securing
trade.
profits? Do you
Um,
secure any, or do you just let this
yeah,
one run?
yes, yes, yes. Mostly when I see something like this at Asian lows, like you see here.
I
This
see.
is
Yep.
where I took a really small part of. This is where I took a really small part of, because Asian lows are mostly a part of liquidity where market could turn back.
Yes,
This is
that's
why
right.
I took something, and I made roughly about I think 1 to 2 or something. It was originally a 3R trade, but it was done in the end a
Two.
2. Yes.
How are you so this time round, how are you identifying this, is that a fair value gap or that that entry point on where you have now? Yeah. Because the previous one I could see. So this one, is that mainly because of the body of the candle or the retesting of that structure? How are you identifying this one?
I identified this one because it took the liquidity here. So I went in to the 50-minute time frame and looked for the strongest downside candles. And you see the biggest downside candles are here.
I
These
see.
are
So that.
there were 4 bearish candles who
Hmm.
they were exactly next to them.
Hmm. Wow.
And
Yeah.
this is an interesting zone for me. This is mostly what I trade. So I placed a sell limit here,
Hmm.
exactly at the start of this fair value gap.
Yep. And then that's how you've entered. So then a recap of
Yeah,
this is obviously the resistance at the top or the price at the top is what you identified at the most. Then not only that, I love this one because it's a huge wick. So that huge wick was a huge stop loss hunt or just taking people
yeah,
out. Then it's dropped all the way back down. And then because of those body of those candles, you've been able to draw that box where people can well, for you anyway, that's where you want price to come in and get your confirmation of your entry. Then you've got your stop loss above. This one you can see you've put a lot more room to breathe. So I'm assuming you're just giving this trade more extra room to breathe in case you, if
Yeah,
you're wrong, but at least if it takes you out, there's no room of taking you out and then going to take profit. It's just you're giving it enough room, is how I can see it so far. And then you've got your take profit, like you said before, the previous sort of zones that you've marked out, and then you've taken profit on Asian lows because that's where supports could be. And then this overall trade was on 1 to 2 hour with the same entry, same requirement, and same trade, which is honestly what we want to see, really, because
yeah,
consistent profits are made from consistent trades and consistent setups. So beautiful,
that's how it
beautiful.
is. Yes.
That's it. So amazing. Thanks, Emmanuel, for sharing that on the part two of your chart breakdown. I'm sure it's going to be helpful for a lot of traders. So if guys want to learn more about your strategy or just even learn from you for free, or if you have a whatever, where can people find you?
I have a Twitter account
Yeah.
where my Telegram channel is linked. I
Mhm.
have a free group on Telegram with around 40 people, and I share really every day my approach on the market, pre market analysis, what I think will happen today. And yes, I have an Instagram too, but I'm not really active on Instagram, to be honest. Yes.
Brother, you are the man. Thank you so
Thank you.
much
Thank
for
you.
coming on. I look forward to meeting you one day. Maybe I'll come to Austria and meet the Arnold Schwarzenegger himself.
Yes.
But I
My gym.
appreciate you.
My gym, we train together.
Yeah, yeah, I love the gym. Gym is my life. But thank you so much for your time on part one and on part two.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
So, I hope you guys enjoyed and loved this charting section. These part two of these videos are just pure charts, learning and earning, and a breakdown from our consistent traders who've had payouts. And I love these. I love how they're breaking things down, helping you guys learn and earn. So let us know. Are you enjoying these part of the interviews? Love to hear your feedback. Drop a comment below, and we'll see you in the next video. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Champ out. Peace.